again, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back in my garage. Like I said, I got the 308 back with me. I'm gonna just go through the list of things that were fixed and the repairs, so you get a sense of what was done to the car. I'm gonna switch the camera now to the car while I just give you a sense of what happened. All right, so let's talk about some of the things that were done. First thing was the timing belt service. So that was performed. So the belts were replaced, and they removed the AC compressor, and they replenished the coolant, and they recharged the AC system. So that includes all the tensioners and pulleys and the rest of it. The alternator belt was replaced. Had an issue with the radiator that was leaking, and like I said in the previous video, so they removed that. They completely resolder it and put it back in, so it's completely repurposed now, which is great. Let me see what else. Okay, so continuing with the list, the differential side seals were leaking, and the axle boots were torn. So they had to remove both drive axles, disassemble that, inspect them, and clean them. So the boots were replaced on the car. They removed the spark plugs, and then they did the whole check engine compression check, changing oil filter and even the battery. It's got a new battery now, and I got a new battery cover that I found on eBay, and that's sitting below the battery, so that's good because it won't get moisture. The wiper arm was loose, so they had to get a new arm installed. The oil cooler hose was seeping oil, so they replaced all the oil cooler hoses, and they actually used NASCAR type hoses this time. They're like a flexible type hose that is much more durable than what the Ferrari original would be. Let's see what else. Okay, continuing with the list, they installed the catless exhaust, which is great. I found that again online and took it there. What that did was remove pretty intensive heat source back there, so the car will operate in a much better way now, and it improved the sound of the car. So I might take a video of how it sounds now. It actually works really well. They adjusted the handbrake, which was a bit loose, and like I mentioned in the previous video, they painted the intake manifold. They removed the whole thing, changed the gaskets. Look at how it looks now, completely restored. It was powder coated, and they did a great job with it. They also removed the instrument panel and replacing the dash light bulbs. It was pretty dim at night, so it was very hard for me to drive, at least see the cluster. The radiator fan was not working. I think there was an issue with the fuse box, so they removed the fuse box. They rewired the radiator circuit, and they repaired a whole number of wire connections in there. So that was good, and changed out a number of fuses. There was I had an issue with the side mirror, which was hard to adjust. So they worked on that, removed the door panel, and I'm able now to properly adjust it. Let's see what else. So I think that's pretty much what happened. There's a number of issues or things to address the next time I take it to the shop. There's, the reading of the oil pressure is probably lower than normal at the moment, so that's some adjustment that needs to be done. I think there's an issue with the radio antenna. It's not working properly automatically. Not that it's a big issue for me because I don't listen to the radio necessarily in this car, but it's something that we can address. And there seems to be some exhaust leak on front, which that's probably the thing that I want to really check. So that'll be for the next service. And then, in terms of restoring the car, you can see, the leather seats. I bought a new product to start softening that leather. I'm gonna make a separate video on that process and see how it works through time. And the last thing is the clock. That clock that sits there in the middle console needs to be restored. So that needs to be taken out, and a guy that repairs watches, he can repair it, and then we can put it back in. So that it's not critical, yeah, but it's something that we'll address the next time. The other thing they did is they really did a great job in polishing the car and detailing. They remove a lot of dead paint from it. Now it's ready for me to do some ceramic coating at some point, so I'm gonna probably do a separate video on that too. But I'm very, very happy with the condition of the paint now and how it looks. I took it to Cars and Coffee today, and there were many people taking pictures of the car and asking questions, so I was very happy. So that's pretty much a walkthrough of some of the improvements and some of the repairs that were done in the car. Like I said, very happy with it. Now probably even happier because I got more peace of mind. Few things to address still, but it's in great shape now. So very happy and ready to continue enjoying it. So again, thank you guys for tuning to the channel. Stay tuned. I'll be posting a few more videos, and I'm going on vacation later this month, and I might take some videos from Puerto Rico. That's where I'm from, and we might take some videos there of interesting cars, so stay tuned for that too. All right, so see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.